Hello everybody, my name's Rob. Welcome to Oil Painting My Way. Now, this is a quick video because I've been asked by somebody on what type of palette knives I use when I'm actually painting. What type of knives do I actually use, if at all I use any. Now, there is 7 knives that I have in my paint box, and they're all from the same manufacturer. They're actually made by Loxley. Now, this is probably a standard knife which everyone will recognise. This is Loxley, as you can see on the label there, and it's a number 41. The blades on these knives are really flexible, as you can see. There's lots of bend, lots of give in them. You can actually push really firm onto a palette, onto a canvas with one of these. As I say, they're designed to be flexible, so you can scrape right into the palette. Now, you will find with knives, some people normally say it's a palette knife. I prefer to use them as 2 different sorts. There's normally a painting knife and the palette knife. I would refer to a palette knife as having a round edge, as in this one. If it's actually got a round tip to it, that I would normally call a palette knife. If it's got a point to it, I would normally call that a painting knife. Yeah, so the painting knife is what you would actually paint with on a canvas. You can actually scrape onto a canvas, alter the way the paint is on the canvas. You can actually paint with a knife. You can actually do whole paintings with a knife. These are quite common, these ones. They do come in different sizes, and they've got various edges that you can use. You can use the flat edges, you can use the points. As I say, these are normally called a painting knife. This is what you would normally use painting for. You can use it for mixing. I'm not saying that there's any right or wrong. You have to mix with a certain knife, or you have to paint with a certain knife. You can basically paint or mix paint on the canvas with whatever you like. Whatever style you've got, stick to it. It's your own unique way of doing it. I'm just letting you know. Someone asked a question, what knives do I use? These are the ones, Loxley, and basically palette knife, round top, painting knife, pointed. And you can do lots of scraping with the tip for special effects and all sorts of things. This one, as I say, is a number 41. That's a palette knife. I've got this one, which is a number 23. Nice long handle on it, very springy. Let me put that one down. Very springy, as you can see. Great for mixing paint on a palette, hence palette knife. As I say, you can still paint with these if you desire. It's your choice. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but most people will actually mix with this on an actual palette. As I say, ideal for scooping up quite a fair amount of paint. I've also got, next one down the line, I've actually got a number 18. There we go, number 18. Basically small diamond shaped. Again, great for using sort of impressionistic marks, scratching into the paint, and leaving your own sort of design and mark within. Great little knives, these. Great for getting in small places. I've actually got another one here. This is actually a number 17. So I've actually got the 17 and the 18. Let me see that together. Getting that focus. 17 and 18. Same shape, basically. The number 18 basically is a little bit longer and a little bit narrower, but as you can see by the shape of them, they're sort of shovel shaped. They're great for basically scooping up small amounts of paint, but actually impressionistic marks on the actual canvas. These are basically ideal. That's a number 17 and a number 18. I've actually got a larger one of these, which is a number 10. As you can see, same shape or similar shape, but much longer. Again, very flexible tip. idea for pushing onto the canvas, leaving, again, good impressionistic marks. You can mix paint with these as well, but that's another one. This is a number 10. We see that. Is that going into focus? There we go. That's a number 10. Again, that's a palette knife. We've then got another common one. This is a number 8. Again, this is a painting knife. Very sharp point on it, very sharp. Just be very careful. Now I know these knives are pretty strong, and so is your canvas, but if you actually go at it like that, then you might actually do some damage. I would advise not to do that. But these knives are actually great. Again, nice sharp edge, nice pointed part there for actually doing finer detail if you want to scratch some effects into the paint, scraping paint off canvas. As I say, variety of different knives. Use them for whatever purpose you want in your actual artistic way when you're actually painting. There's also this one, slightly special one, which is a number 5. This one here has actually got a, I don't know if you can actually see it, it's actually got a serrated tip. I don't know if the camera's going to go into focus or not. Maybe not. Let me just block that out. Oh, there we go. Is it almost? Not sure if you can actually see that. Come on, camera, autofocus. Maybe it doesn't want to play today. I do apologise, but I'm sure you can actually see there is a slight serrated edge on it. It's basically just sort of like, oh, there we go. It's like a very, very mini comb. Not that I would know anything about comb because I don't use them, as you can see. Now these, as I say, it's got little teeth in there. Great for leaving specialist marks, impressionistic marks on your own canvas. I don't use this one, to be honest, very, very often. But I have done, but I just want to, I don't know, just get that little bit of a kick in a painting, just for something else to stand out. Just if you're doing a pathway or something, it's actually nice just to sort of scrape this along, rough up the paint, basically, to make it look nice and uneven, so when I'm putting other coats on top, you just get a bit more of a rougher edge. Trees, things like that, doing bark in trees, if you're actually coming down a tree, just to get that sort of that bark effect on a tree or something like that. Again, like all knives, very, 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 very bendy, very strong. Again, that is a Loxley, that's number 5. As I say, this is my preferred one that I use, Loxley. There are various different manufacturers and makes out there. Feel free to use, try, and basically try your own ones out. There's lots more than the ones I've actually shown you. These are the ones that I just happen to have in my toolbox. So basically, yeah, if you are interested in knives, go to your local hardware shop. There's I'll ask them behind the counter. They'll show you what ones they've got in stock, and just try them out. You'll find, you know, you can have one knife and 2 people can use it completely differently. So just because I'm saying I use it for a certain thing in a certain way, that doesn't mean that's what you've got to use it for. You know, we all try these things out and basically come up with our own unique way of doing things. But I was asked the question. Yes, I do use knives in painting. Those are the ones that I've actually got in my toolbox. If you've got your own preferred knife, you can get plastic handled ones, wooden handled ones without any handles on. There's so many different types out there. If you've got a preferred variety, preferred type, then drop it in the comments below. Let other people know what ones you prefer, and maybe just like give away some of your tips. Let people know why you use a certain knife. You know, what edge you prefer to use if you're doing a certain part of a painting or something like that. So hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully the person who asked the question is watching and I've answered your question for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications bell, which is in the corner somewhere down here. And I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about in the next video. Maybe I don't know, maybe canvas, what type of canvas canvas I actually paint on, or artboard or something like that. Maybe we'll have a look and see what we can come up with. So my name's Rob, this has been Oil Painting My Way. Great to talk to you. I hope you found that fun, and I'll speak to you in the next video. Take care now. Bye bye.